Kings and Queens, Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always returning. Trust you and yours are well, and you are loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you my team subscribers. You are loved, celebrated, and appreciated. So what the hell is wrong with the black man? There are times that we need to ask ourselves questions like this. It wasn't long ago we talked about how the Chinese man claimed that the black race are the most stupidest set of race that have ever existed. It's painful, but there is a reason why that was said. Okay, that is not in any way cutting out the fact that we are the originals to the earth, to the world. We are the birth of civilizations because our ancestors did, of course, so we have that in us. It doesn't dispute the fact that we are a set of people that shouldn't be going through what we are going through right now, okay? But the thing is that there are times we need to call ourselves to order, because there are a lot of things going on that shouldn't be going on. If a Chinese man have the audacity to tell you that your race is the most stupidest set of race on earth, it's a wake-up call to remind you that you need to sit up to reclaim what you lost. How do we reclaim these things that we lost? Coming together is part of it, and that is where there was a time we were talking about the Selikano, the divine unity. I don't know if a lot of you are aware of it, when we talk about if the black man is if the black people are so powerful, we're so powerful in history, why are we in the state we are right now? Why are we here? The reason is because we cut off from divine unity. Divine unity. When we talk about divinity, sacred, we cut ourselves from we severed that thread that connects us to that divine unity. We have to work towards it to reconnect ourselves. How do we do it? From the little unity we try to work for. And this is what Pan-Africanism is all about. I know a lot of people have come out and say, oh, they're Pan-Africans, but we have a lot who have gave up their life, and it's because they sacrificed their life that we have what we have today. Your Majesties, our unity is our strength. In our division, we are taking over, we are conquered. So it is not enough to be the most populated continent in the world. It's not enough to claim that we were so powerful and our ancestors were the originators of civilization. It's not enough to brag on things that were in the past. What about the present? We have to as well work for things that we wish for. Okay, we have to as well work and put our heads together to make things happen as we want them to happen. And that is why I want to put your mind to this. So you listen to it, and we'll take it up from there.
Malema. He's not as intelligent as Ghanaian president. He's not as intelligent as he hasn't gone to any military school like President Buhari. He hasn't. He's not as intelligent as Kenyatta. He's not as educated as Ivorian president. He hasn't got any degree. He's a rice farmer from a Chinese village. He doesn't know Beijing. He doesn't know Hong Kong. If you put $50,000 in his hand, he can bring 20 million worth of gold from Africa. With the help of the African government, he will buy that PhD holder, a military soldier, to give him protection on that jungle. He will give him escort. He will call him, say, he will buy African pastor with $5,000 church drums and band. They will praise him as he's the best person ever. That is how dumb and stupid African black man is, with all his degrees he has. Ask yourself, all the wealth Nigerian governors have, they bank them in Swiss banks. Millions of wealth, they bank them in Swiss banks. They buy houses in foreign lands. Some of the houses they are buying abroad, and helicopters and planes they are buying abroad. Each of these things can build factories within the continent of the country of Nigeria, within their constituencies, that all their citizens can get job. What is inside the black man's head that when he looks at all these things, he spends the money on vanity, instead of doing these things that he's supposed to do, that the Chinese man is doing. Brothers, this is not about hating Chinese. So let me make one thing clear. This is about examining yourself as a black man. Are you a monkey or are you a human being? Because so far, monkeys don't behave like the way black leaders are behaving. No monkey would look at the weight of his own clans. When you give monkey a banana that he knows that the banana is good for him, that banana he will share it among his people. He will not sell it to maggots and then beg the maggots for food. He will shove it in his jaws and make sure he's full first. So what kind of brain does African leaders have that they will bank the wealth of Africa? Even when he's a pastor, he's banking them abroad. And he's selling false prophecy. He's banking them. He's buying Range Rovers and helicopters instead of building factories. Because $500,000 can build a factory. $500,000 can build a factory in every village in Africa. What is inside a black woman's heart and her womb? What is in a black woman's womb that you give birth to idiots, fools, monkeys that believe that the money that they can make is worth buying Range Rover instead of building a factory? African mothers, ask yourselves, what kind of womb have you got that when your children come to this world, they prefer private jets instead of factories? Because the Chinese are building factories. Even when he's not educated, he's building factories. Even when he can't read and write, he's making factories and selling you this product. Mothers of Africa, ask yourself, what kind of children are you born in? Stop insulting Chinese. These Chinese that you are looking at, they are not as educated as you are, Africans. They don't read Shakespeare. They don't know pi r square and all those mathematics you studied in Western education. How come they are smarter than you? How come they are intelligent than you? That's the question a black man should. Jesus Christ, he said, examine, remove the stick in your eyes before you tell me what is in my eyes. We are not here to hate Chinese. We are here to find out what the fuck is wrong with the black man because he's behaving worse than a monkey. We put the black man in the White House. We put a black man in the White House for 8 years. He promoted same-sex marriage, LGBT agenda. Now, Americans think there are more than 100 genders. Before he was a president, the Americans believed there were only 2 genders. Iran benefited from his presidency more than African Americans. What the fuck is wrong with the black race? This is where we have to examine. This is where we have to ask questions. It's not Chinese man that's the problem. China, not only Africa, he's squandering the wealth of America. If it wasn't for Trump, he would have taken it by now. So what the fuck is wrong with the black man is what we should start asking ourselves. How come we prefer women's ass and bleaching creams and Brazilian hair and clothes and designer bags instead of building factories within our own communities? How come we reason like that? That's what the fuck is wrong with the black race. Not the Chinese man. Nonsense. That's yes and wakwa.
Your Majesties, I know most of you will not be happy. It's painful sometimes to rub it to your faces the realities that you might be living in. It's hurting sometimes to see some of these things, to hear them, to know that this is the world that we are living in. I felt the pain of this man. It's because he is patriotic and he wants things to change for his race of people that he is asking us, oh, what is wrong with us? What is wrong with our leaders? You know, the place that got me, now when it comes to our leaders, these leaders are part of us. Okay, our leaders have failed us, but they came out of us. So how are we that we give birth to leaders that we have today? What is wrong with, do you also see, because sometimes I ask myself these questions. Most of the times I see things that are good, I'm happy, I am optimistic, I'm like, okay, things have changed. And sometimes I hear things, I'm like, but what is wrong with, I ask these questions as well. Do you always ask this? Do you sometimes maybe ask this? Where it got me to the heart was where he said, what is with the black woman's womb that she give birth to people like this? Like that got me. Like, what is wrong with our womb? Why are we giving birth to children like this? Because a nation, a woman birthed a nation. So he asked, what is wrong with the black woman's womb that she give birth to people like this? This is where I keep hammering on. Okay? Something is wrong because we have not even known ourselves. When I keep saying know yourself, know who you are, so that you know the kind of seed that you bring out of yourself. Okay, it's like I said, it's not about being the you know, the majority of the population. It's not about being we are more than this people. It's not about population. It's the quality. It's not enough to have a lot of children and keep giving birth to children and say, okay, you are fruitful, you multiply. What are you multiplying? As a black woman, what are you multiplying? Can you boast and hit your chest when you look at the child that came out of you? Can you say, I have done enough? I have contributed to creation. I have contributed to the positivity of my race when you look at the child you have? Most of us, we don't even know what our children eat. There are some families, their mothers, you look at them because they met with the wrong man. So the masculine energy and the feminine energy has to balance. There is no balance. Something is wrong. And that's why we give birth to children that turn the society into something else. Our society is a picture of how our families are. So if we have a lot of youth who are destroying our societies today, or a lot of youth who are being used by politicians today because of money, they sell their votes for money. This tells us how our family line is. What is wrong with the womb of the black woman? It is because our mothers have thrown away the priorities. That is why our societies are becoming what they are today. And why do you think our mothers are in this situation? Because there is no masculine energy to balance their own femininity. Most of the times we go into have affairs with men, we get married, we don't care if this person is what do you call it, like there's a word I'm looking for, but it's not coming. We don't care whether, okay, is this man the right man for me? There are traits you need to check. Don't just be interested in the material. Now, it's material. The man that can give you money to go and buy Cinderella gown and do a lavish wedding and do all these unnecessary things. These are what our young girls are interested in right now. It's not about how spiritual is a man, what are his beliefs. You don't care about these things. What are his lineages? Is his spirit okay with your own spirit? These things are not, people don't even think about this when it comes to marriage again. The interest is finance. The interest is to show off. The interest is, okay, can you do this one? Can you do that one? Our own traditions are not even important. We throw away ourselves. So we don't even recognize ourselves. How do we recognize the child that we give birth to? What is wrong with us? This is the plight of this man. He's not insulting us because he's African. Okay? He's one of you and me. He's pouring out his heart like this because he is patriotic to the motherland. What is wrong with us? Why is our case different? When I brought about that man that was saying that Africans are the stupidest set of race, some persons are like, they are not like Chinese who are not free. They are living under dictatorship, but go and check China. That's why I say, look at China before and look at China now. There was something they did that they moved on. Oh, we are not Chinese people. We are not limited to how many children we are giving birth to. We are not told how many children we should give birth to. We are not told what we should do. We are not told. But they are trying to restabilize their nation. That's why they have rules. Yes, we are free. We can do anything. But we are giving birth to children who are becoming nuisance to the societies. What is wrong with the womb of the black woman? That one hits me. That one hits me hard, Your Majesties. Because a lot of us mothers, we don't care again. Our own is to give birth. I was disappointed when I sat with a group of women and their interests, the reason why they give birth to children, Your Majesties, you will be disappointed. Like, I don't know which word to use for it. Many women now, at least I can say now because I've heard that from a lot of women. They give birth to children, they get pregnant always. So why are you always getting pregnant? The one you are holding is not matured enough. You have another one. Yes, they have. These are what the Bible says, fruitful and multiply, but that is not even the case again. The case now is the husbands don't take care of them until they are pregnant. So for them to get affection from their husband, they have to get pregnant. So tell me, where is the balance between the masculinity and the femininity? There's no balance. That's why the woman had to do something before the man can show the love. So because their husband don't give them attention, don't buy things for them, don't do anything if they are not pregnant. So they keep getting pregnant so that they can have the attention of their husbands. So these are the reasons why majority of the women are having multiple children. So is this a good reason? Because you look at these children, you're like, why are you still having more when you can't take care of the one you have? The ones that are there are not being taken care of. They don't care about their spiritual life. Their primary education from the home, the mother don't have time for them because they are plenty. The father is always outside. Some of the men, they are in short, they run away from the house because the trouble from the children is too much. They run away from the house and leave the children with the mother. The mother's attention is divided. Is she going to take care of the house, cook food? Is she going to listen to one that is shouting? Is she going to listen to the other one? We are the cause of our problems. So if you are a black man, I saw the comment somewhere, I forgot, oh, we are better because they don't control the children. You have you have freedom to give birth to children. But look at the way you are today. Nobody is telling you to limit the children you have. Oh, Chinese, they have limited numbers. But why do you think they resorted to that? They wanted to stabilize their economy. But you Africans, you claim that nobody limits you. You are free. You are not like the Chinese. The Chinese man can insult you all he wants. But we are living in what we are living in today. I don't know if somebody is picking anything from this thing. What is wrong with the womb of the black woman? That she keeps giving birth to beings that are destroying the black race. The thing entered me. That one, it pained me. It entered me, Your Majesties. What do you think? Leave your thoughts and opinion there at the section, and I'll see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive, always, Your Majesties. Bye for now.